Hi everyone, my name is Lauren and this is my Booktube channel. Today I'm going to be doing the Booktube Newbie Tag, so let's get started. The first question is, why did you start this channel? Well, I have a few dozen books that I haven't read, so I'm hoping this channel will help keep me accountable to keep reading consistently because I keep buying books without finishing them. I love reading so much, but ever since I started college, I've gotten so busy, it's been hard to find time to read, so I really want this to be a way to keep myself accountable. Also, I really need a place where I can talk passionately about the things that I read because I don't get a lot of that in real life. I just go on and on and on and people get tired of it, so I figure why not put them up on here so anyone who does want to listen to me can. Question number 2. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? This feels like an interview question. Honestly, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I don't want to commit myself to something specific and try to force something different just out of the gate because I find that inhibits the creative process instead of helping it. Question number 3. What are you most excited about for this new channel? I'm really excited to expand my reading repertoire and to be able to get all of my feelings out about the things I read just out in the open and off my chest by joining the Booktube community. It is such an amazing way to find out about different books that you maybe don't normally read. I have found myself in a bit of a rut where I just kind of keep reading the same types of things over and over again. Question number 4. Why do you love reading? I love reading because I find it fun. This is honestly a little bit of a weird question to me. I like reading. I've always liked reading. I just don't understand not liking reading. A lot of people, when they answer this question, mention the escapism aspect, and that is definitely a big part of it for me. Books are a good way to just get out of your own head and into someone else's when you're really tired of whatever is happening in your life. Question number 5. What book or series got you into reading? This will probably shock no one, but the Harry Potter series. Along with The Hobbit and The Chronicles of Narnia, my parents read the Harry Potter series to me as a kid, and I completely fell in love with them, and I fell in love with Hermione and the fact that she loved to read. So honestly, we've got a bit of a chicken and egg situation there because Hermione got me into reading and I liked Hermione because I liked reading. So where did it start? I'm not actually sure. Something that did actually influence my desire to read were 2 movies, Matilda and Beauty and the Beast. Belle and Matilda both loved books so much and were so passionate about them and loved to learn. It made me think that reading was cool and I wanted to be like them. The same is true for Hermione. Who doesn't want to be like Hermione, let's be honest. Question number 6. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? I feel awkward naming names, so I won't, but I will just generally ask, what are your favorite books that you grew up with? The ones that have stuck by you your whole life, even years after you grew out of them. Question number 7. What challenges do you think starting a Booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? I think the hardest thing will be the thing that's the hardest thing for me with everything, and that's discipline. I am not good at discipline. My brain is made of spaghetti, so yeah, discipline. Question number 8. When did you start reading? When did I start reading? When I learned to read, somewhere around age 6. I do actually have something of a story behind this. I remember the first time I read an entire book completely by myself, start to finish. I do think I was about 6. I was in the library with my godmother. It was raining. I was in the kids section, which is right by this huge wall of windows on the 2nd floor, so I could see and hear the rain pattering outside. That part really sticks out to me. The book was Cat in the Hat by Dr. Seuss, so that book will always have a special place in my heart for that reason. That truly is one of my most treasured memories. Question number 9. Where do you read? Any place where it's quiet and comfortable. when I was in 3rd grade, there was this tree at the playground. The roots made a kind of chair that you could sit in and you can lean back against the trunk pretty comfortably. So when I was about 9, that was my favorite reading spot at school. Fortunately, there wasn't a lot of competition for the spot. And finally, question number 10, what kinds of books do you like to read? As far as genre goes, I find myself drawn to science fiction and fantasy the most, partly because there is that escapism thing that happens when you read those genres a lot. A couple of things. I really enjoy exploring the world building in these books. The major differences in those fictional worlds and the real world, I think, creates kind of an emotional buffer so that you can tackle painful, real, relatable topics without it being too agonizing to read. I really appreciate that. Now, if we're going more with the elements that a book contains, what's most important to me is really strong characters. I like a good character-driven plot. I'm also a total sucker for imagery. If a book can make something vivid in my head, it'll probably steal my heart, unless the characters are terrible. The characters do beat imagery by a little bit. So thank you for watching. This has been my first video. If you enjoyed, please leave a comment and subscribe below, and I will see you in the next video in a few days. Bye!